Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas Cowboys, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys Hard Knocks return features major NFC East twist. The Dallas Cowboys are heading back into the national spotlight, and this time, they're not coming alone. As confirmed by a post from NFL insider Adam Schefter on X, formerly Twitter, the Cowboys will be featured once again on HBO's acclaimed Hard Knocks, this time as part of the in-season NFL coverage tracking the entire NFC East race in 2025. This marks the fourth appearance for the Cowboys on the series and their first since 2021. The twist? Instead of just following one team, this year's edition of Hard Knocks will highlight all four teams in the NFC East: the Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants, and Washington Commanders, making it the second time in history the show covers an entire division. The 2025 edition of Hard Knocks will be the second full-season installment of the franchise's evolving format. The decision comes after a successful run with the AFC North in 2024, where fans were treated to behind-the-scenes drama from teams like the Ravens and Steelers. Now, it's the NFC East's turn to step under the microscope, a division loaded with storylines. Dallas is looking to bounce back after a disappointing 2024 season snapped a run of 3 straight 12-win campaigns. Head coach Brian Schottenheimer, stepping into his first season after replacing Mike McCarthy, faces immediate pressure to stabilize the team. The defending Super Bowl champion Eagles will also be featured, adding championship intrigue to the show. Meanwhile, Washington boasts rising star quarterback Jayden Daniels and a rejuvenated squad under Dan Quinn. Even the Giants have a compelling arc, with Brian Daboll's job on the line and former star quarterback Russell Wilson mentoring Jackson Dart. Episodes will premiere in December and stream weekly on HBO Max, narrated once again by Emmy-nominated Liev Schreiber. The announcement further strengthens the NFL's dominance in media, integrating the league deeper into streaming culture while building excitement around the 2025 NFL schedule. For the Cowboys, being on Hard Knocks again means more cameras, more attention, and potentially more pressure. The big three players for the Dallas Cowboys in 2025. The Dallas Cowboys have a fresh start in 2025 with a new head coach in the fold, Brian Schottenheimer, and he has a lot of pressure resting on his shoulders to deliver a winning season. Other than Schottenheimer, many familiar faces are back with the Cowboys, and, of course, owner and general manager Jerry Jones is still at the helm of all the team's major decisions. So, who are the most important players on the Dallas Cowboys roster in 2025? Following the NFL draft and NFL schedule release, PFF released its roster of each NFL team's 3 best players of 2025. In the piece, PFF says that some of the players they pick may be surprising, because they are a bit more low-profile. Others are obvious. While quarterback remains the most important position in the sport, every roster has a core, the foundational players who will ultimately determine the ceiling and stability of a team in 2025, NFL analyst and expert Trevor Sakima notes in the May 20th feature. While some of the picks for other teams were a bit of a head-scratcher, at least for this reporter, Sakima's choices for the most important players on the Cowboys squad absolutely make sense. Cowboys franchise quarterback Dak Prescott is back in 2025, and he's one of the most important players on the team, according to the picks, as well as edge Micah Parsons and wide receiver CeeDee Lamb. So, why are these guys the most important? It's all about the numbers. Parsons earned his 4th straight elite pass rush grade in 2024 with a 91.6 mark, continuing to anchor Dallas defense, Sakima notes. Lamb remained the offense's top playmaker with a 90.8 receiving grade and a 27.8% target rate, topping 1,100 receiving yards. Sakima adds, Prescott regressed slightly from his near MVP 2023 season, with his big-time throw rate dipping to 4.5% and his turnover-worthy play rate rising to 4.7%. Even so, he's still firmly among the Cowboys' 3 best players. In a separate PFF feature published May 20th, the outlet rattles off their quarterback rankings going into the new season. The roster is based on a combination of recent performance and career trajectory. PFF's pick for the best quarterback in the league is Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs, noting that even though the team fell short against the Eagles last season, the supporting cast hasn't always helped, particularly at receiver, and that no one blends poise, playmaking, and postseason performance like Mahomes, which is why he remains at number 1 entering 2025, even if the field is closer than ever. As for Prescott, he's number 17 on the tally. Prescott remains the epitome of a quarterback who thrives against weaker opponents but falters when the competition stiffens, PFF notes of the star signal caller. He earned a 90.0 PFF grade in 2023, behind only Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes, before a late-season collapse ended his MVP bid. PFF adds, in 2024, the Cowboys stumbled early, and a season-ending injury sidelined Prescott before he could rebound. To rejoin the top 10 conversation, he must recapture that 2023 form and prove he can deliver against the league's best. Dallas Cowboys legend says what everyone is thinking about Chiefs Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Dallas Cowboys legend Tony Romo is now one of the most respected NFL analysts in media. A 4-time Pro Bowl quarterback during his playing days, he is able to bring an insight to football commentary that very few can. And since the NFL is currently in its off-season, he has turned his attention to stories related to the game. One of those, of course, is the high-profile relationship between Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce and 14-time Grammy Award winner Taylor Swift. The fact that the pair were dating became public knowledge in September of 2023 when she attended a Chiefs game against the Chicago Bears. Since that time, whether or not Swift was in attendance whenever Kansas City came became a regular fixture of pre-game shows and conjecture on social media. Indeed, fans seem to be very interested in their relationship, which has been quiet as of late. While Kelce and Swift dominated NFL headlines in 2023 and much of 2024, they have been rather quiet so far in 2025. This is because, for the first time since their relationship became public knowledge, they do not have any major commitments that would draw the attention of the media. Last offseason, Swift was in the midst of the international legs of her critically acclaimed Eras Tour, and, fresh off of a second straight Super Bowl win, Kelce frequently jetted off to wherever she was in the world to attend. This offseason, on the other hand, is very different. Swift's tour is over and Kelce's Chiefs lost Super Bowl 59 to the Philadelphia Eagles. The 10-time Pro Bowler is using the offseason to refocus and get into better shape in hopes he can end his career with one final Super Bowl victory. The fact of the matter is that Kelce was always a popular player among NFL fans. He is, without a doubt, a future Pro Football Hall of Famer and one of the best tight ends in the history of the game. But his relationship with Swift propelled his level of stardom to heights that he never knew. And that kind of attention and popularity can have an effect on a person. Cowboys legend Tony Romo recently stated, "He's far less out there. He's doing far less things than when he was younger." It's just the fact that if you're written about a lot and it's not about football, some people are always going to think that it plays a role. But the truth is that it can be a net positive if you look at it closely. This was his first whole season being under that microscope. It was the first full season and off-season where the public and the world knew. Like anybody, we all learn through experience and we get wiser. Kelce had the worst full season of his professional career in 2024, catching 97 passes for 823 yards and 3 touchdowns. Many blamed his drop in production on his relationship with Swift and the intense spotlight that was on him because of it. Romo obviously thinks that Kelce is going to be better at navigating the extra media attention he will receive during the season and, hopefully, will have a much better year.